As I was saying, this has been a special year for all of us. A lot of excitement, a lot of challenges, but a lot of satisfaction too. Now, Ashwini and I, when we started with an intent. We wanted to start something of our own that is close to our heart, something that should give us a lot of joy, and something wherein we should be able to make an impact. So when you put all of that together, we thought starting a preschool would be something that would be very interesting. Now we wanted to start a preschool where children are celebrated for the beautiful souls that they are. We wanted a place where they feel safe, a place that they can call their second home. And there should be a place where teachers are serious about the learning outcomes, but for children, it should all be fun and games. So, the curriculum we thought should be cutting edge, but the values that we have should be deep-rooted. And yes, and that is how we finally started. Though it's not coming out, for all my parents, they know what this picture stands for. The first day of the school, 9th of June, is when we started. And we welcomed our children with washing their feet and doing nothing. As I said, the curriculum needs to be deep-rooted. But the curriculum needs to be cutting edge, but the values need to be deep-rooted. And that is how we started. And it has been a tremendous journey thereafter, super fast. The year went really, year just flew past us. We are already at the annual day. The same children who would then try to get into the school are about to stand here and perform in front of you. So that's the joy. It gives us a lot of joy and pride. So we are about to see our children more confident, expressive, and joyful. Can we go to the next slide, please? So, when all of you, when your parents came to us the first time, I spoke about two things about Eurokids. Our obsession with safety, that was the first aspect, and the second aspect was about the curriculum that we have and how good the curriculum is. So, when we talk about safety, safety isn't about just putting a few furnitures in place or maybe doing something, putting a fire extinguisher in place. Safety is about three aspects: systems, behaviors, and mindsets. When I say systems are the things that you put in place before the child enters the class, enters the school premises. So in that list, child-friendly furniture, vinyl mats on the floor, clock-lined staircases, finger guards on every door, guardrails on the staircase, electrical fire safety measure, anti-slip bathroom floors, child-safe commodes, insect nets, mosquito repellents in the class, CCTV setup. I can just go on and on and on. These are the systems that we put in place to ensure that the children are safe even before they enter the class. Behavior, the second aspect, is something that can be trained. Behavior is something that you do every day when the children are with you. Now, child monitoring guidelines, so active supervision, not just being there in the same room, active supervision, anticipating what the children are about to do. Zero tolerance policy for any kind of corporal punishment. Incident reporting policy, washroom handling guidelines. You'll be surprised as to how many guidelines we follow when it comes to safety of our children in the classroom. And then there are every month there are trainings that our teachers and caregivers attend. And I'm proud to say that one thing that we do every day is called the safety pulse. So once we bring our children by, so the teachers directly come and say that and every day we discuss about what happened today. Any safety issues, any kind of problems that we face, so we discuss that every day. So that we preempt if there's going to be any kind of issue. So I spoke about systems, behaviors, and the final thing is the mindset. When I say mindset, it's about how you look at safety. How you look at safety, what you do when no one is watching you. It's not about, because this is how you think. Like for me, for my teachers, for my caregivers, my children, all these children, they're my children. So this school is my school. All children are my children. That's how we start. That's how, and the other part is, child comes first in every situation. Let's say the child is wearing a bag गिरने वाला है, bottle गिरने वाला है. What do you catch? Child. Bottle गिरने दो, ये टूट जाएगा, पानी गिरेगा, पहुंच देंगे. In every situation, in every aspect, child comes first. So this is something that is a mindset, and I'm very happy that my whole team has been able to imbibe this as a second nature. So when you keep doing something well and you do that consistently, the final outcomes will reflect that. TOB not is so I think this slides will not will work, but this TOB not is an international organization which conducts audits for all of our schools. In fact, they do audits for a lot of places, industrial organizations and let's say factories. So when they conducted a survey of our school, we ended up with a perfect 100 score. Eurokids, of course, has a lot of focus on safety, so naturally there are a lot of schools with 90, 95 kind of scores. There are even some with 95, 98, 99. But there are only a handful which have a perfect 100 score. And I'm very proud to announce that our center is from such a center. Next up, so when I said, I'm just continuing from where we started during our first meet. When you came to us, when we spoke, I said, I'm going to talk about two things, safety and the curriculum. Because these are the things that matter the most, and I'm again revisiting from where we had lived. When you talk about the curriculum, the Eureka curriculum that you had seen, any curriculum has three fundamental aspects. There's any curriculum that's designed for early career engagement, provide exposure to the children, boost engagement, and create an environment where the child can explore and express. So these are the three aspects that we should focus on. Now think about it. If there's a child, you want to introduce the child to an elephant or a tiger, okay, show them a picture, show them a video. You want to introduce the child to a tomato, potato, or apple, why do you need a picture? Why can't you get that apple and give it to the child? So when you talk about exposure, think about it, think about this impact. When a 4-year-old child or a 3-year-old child closely observes a pet turtle or a butterfly. Now imagine you're 4-year-old going to a fire station, spending a whole hour sitting inside the fire engine, going around. See, these are not things that our children did. Okay, so these are things that we did during the field visits. So when you talk about this exposure, okay, so from curated field visits to smartly simulated activities at school, our teachers have ensured that our children get the right kind of exposure to the things that matter. Secondly, you would have observed as parents, so your children's questions now don't stop. Of course, they were always curious, but have you observed the difference in the kind of questions that you're getting now? The questions are so much far more articulate. They are very clear about this they are getting a question. This is not, I will quickly find it because my children are absolutely ready to go. Right? So the children are able to now articulate their thoughts so much well, and thanks to the thinking routines that we have. So finally, the next slide I want to see, this is going to be a principal report, right? So my first thought was I will create a list of things that we did. कि हमने दिवाली celebration किया, दशहरा celebration किया, but got a little difficult because we did 52 events in the whole year. I'm not kidding. Because when I look back at my Instagram feed, that's when I saw that we have done 52 events, and so we went to. And Pujaman, now I understand why do we need so much chart paper? Because 52 events is not fun. So we celebrated events of national importance. We did Independence Day, we did Republic Day. We celebrated our Ashwini, we did Christmas, Dashera, Diwali. We had a dance and we even had a community meet. So So many things we did, and our children thoroughly enjoyed each and every activity. So this is where I wrap my report for the year. And there's an absolutely stunning show your children have put up. So I'll now make way and ma'am, Tanya. So thank you for